for my visual journal, I decided to do the theme facing a challenge or like overcoming that challenge. So my idea was to do 3 pages of like what the challenge was for me and 3 pages of like how I face that challenge. So like each spread is like the challenge and how I like deal with it and like conquer it. And so like that's how each spread in the journal is formatted. So yeah, for the first page, I was trying to do like social media and like how using the internet and like constantly being on my phone. And so like this is like called screen time, because like literally lately I've been spending like 8+ hours on my phone, and it's ridiculous, but like I have no choice because like Zoom and Canvas, like I need to be on those sites, and then like all these other distractions that like just I feel surrounded like in this fog of social media and like internet and stuff. And so yeah, I just wrote my name as like to represent myself, and then the logos I printed out and I glued them on, and I glued this on as well, just a screenshot from my phone. Yeah, so I glued all the logos on surrounding me, and then with a dark blue color pencil, I just like shaded around it to give it like a darker tone, because like the pages that are representing the problem are kind of darker, that's my theme, and then the pages that are how I conquer it, they're like a brighter, because like dark, dark and light whole. So yeah, this is color pencil in the background, and this is Sharpie, and then everything else is glued on. So that was my screen time page. So that was one challenge that I've really been facing during coronavirus. And then directly across from that page is my hobbies and family page. So throughout like all of the like social media and stuff, finding other things to do besides like being on my phone and those distractions, like watching movies, playing games, eating food, baking cookies with my family, and then the background is books. I love to read, so that's another way. So just like all of those things. So basically for this page, I Mod Podged pages from a book that I had that has already been torn up onto the page as the background to represent like my love of reading. I wasn't really sure how to Mod Podge, so I'm kind of happy that it turned out well. But yeah, so that was that, and then I drew in color pencil everything else. My family, so it's me, my dad, and my mom, because we're the ones here. My siblings aren't here, so they helped me like just come out off my phone and like baking cookies. This is all I painted the white of the card because I didn't have a white color pencil, and it's not really like very thick, but it was as thick as I could get it. And then yeah, the World Universal's pictures just to represent movies, and every plate is a like food service we've been using, like where it sends us the ingredients and we make it. So food, games and movies, and family and books. That's basically what that page represents. It's just other things besides online that I can do in quarantine. So for the next spread, I have these 2 pages, which I can't really put into the screen at the same time. This page represents like loneliness. So this poem by E.E. Cummings I wrote on this leaf. It's the loneliness a leaf falls. So like a leaf falls is in parentheses inside of the word loneliness. And I just really love that poem. I think it's really creative how it's done. Like this is a 1, which is like lonely, and then it says like 1 down here, and then another 1, and like everything's so like it's like falling down. I think it's just a really like visually artistic poem. Like it's like very creative, so I just really thought that was interesting. And then so I just wanted that to represent like being lonely, like social distancing. And so I used the leaf. I painted acrylic paint onto the leaf, and I did different dark greens and dark blues, and just like stuck it around on the page. and I kind of wanted it to be a little more clearly like leaf, like where you could see the veins, and like over here you can sort of see them. I was kind of sad, like up here as well, you can kind of see the veins of the leaf, but it didn't really work out, but I thought it still turned out kind of well, but it wasn't exactly what I expected. And then I glued that leaf onto the page, so that it was just like the leaf falling, it's alone, one leaf kind of thing. So that was that page. And then how I combat that was this page. So this is the song It Is Well by Bethel. You can't really see the top of the page. There you go. So it's Grander Earth is quake before, move out sound of his voice. It's just a song that I think is really like good to remember in this time. Just like saying it is well with my soul, and like yes, bad things have happening right now, but they've happened before, and like God is in charge of it all. Like he's in control, and he still has a plan, and he still is in control. So that song is really important to me right now. And then I also put like scripture references around just about like trusting God and like knowing that he has it in his hands and everything. So for the background I did acrylic blue paint. I was trying to transfer ink, and I looked online and I saw that one way you can do it is with acrylic ink, but I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'm pretty sure you need transfer paper, but I was like, I'm just gonna go for it anyways. So I had a sheet music, and I put it onto the acrylic paint, and then I got the back wet because I don't know, I was trying to figure it out. I really didn't know what I was doing. And what I was going for was for it to just put the ink only onto the blue paper, so you could see like notes on the blue paper, but it didn't really work. I pulled it off the paper, and then like the paper became like transparent, like so that it like stuck, like a layer of the paper stuck, but like most of it came off. And I kind of liked the way it looked, even though it wasn't like what I expected. And so I left it, and I don't know, I think it looks cool, like there's music, but like it's kind of blue, white, I don't know, I think it's a good contrast. Not really what I was wanting, but I also think it helps the words stand out, so I kind of like it the way it is. So yeah, that was that page to combat this one, loneliness, but God is in control, sort of. So the next page spread I had was this one. So yeah, this was just another visual representation of like loneliness. I don't know why, but to me the moon is just like a representation of loneliness. I think I heard a story where like the moon loves the earth, but she can never be with it, because like obviously like they can't touch, but like so they're constantly like apart. I don't know, the moon just seems like a lonely thing to me. So I painted the moon and like the reflection on the water as like another representation. Like this one was loneliness, but I don't know, I just feel like the concept of like social distancing and like not being able to see people has been extremely hard for me. It's one of the hardest things about all of this is that I can't be with other people, because I sometimes get confused and I think I'm an introvert, but I'm actually very extroverted. So yeah, being social distancing is kind of hard, and so the moon is another representation of being lonely. And I combated that with this. It's slightly embarrassing, but it's also my favorite page. So BTS is a band, and they're a group I really, really like. This is their silhouettes. Oh, I didn't talk about how I painted this one. This is just acrylic paint. But, yeah, this is just acrylic. And anyways, so for this one, yeah, I just really, they have music that really, like, speaks to me. They're just really inspiring, and they, like, really care about their fans, and they, like, put a lot of content out. So, like, especially since with social distancing, they've been, like, really trying to be online a lot to, like, reach out to their fans and, like, share, like, their daily lives with us, which I think is really cool. And they were supposed to be on tour right now, I was actually supposed to see them on Saturday, but it's all canceled and postponed due to coronavirus. And they hosted like an online concert weekend, so we could like still be part of like it was all old concerts, but like still. So anyways, I've just been like really listening to their music a lot and everything during this time. Oh, that's a long thing about them. But anyways, so for this one, I wanted a watercolor purple, because purple like a really important color to the whole fan base, because yeah, it's a long story. Anyways, purple. And so I didn't have any watercolor. I went to the store to buy watercolor. They didn't have watercolor because of, I don't know why, they just didn't. And so I used a purple watercolor marker like you were talking about, and I just like colored up my palette, and I got it wet and then used it as if it was paint, and it worked out pretty well. It doesn't have like the exact like watercolor look that I was hoping for, but like it did turn out. It worked decently well. And then this silhouette of them I printed out and I cut out and I glued it on here. Yeah, and then this I wrote with a stencil. BTS I wrote with a stencil, and then this is printed out. That's their symbol. And then ARMY is the name of the fan base, so like the fandom of BTS is called ARMY. So I wrote that with a stencil as well, and then I printed out the symbol for ARMY as well. And then written all along here are just quotes from like lyrics from their songs. So I put like, I did it in pencil because I kind of wanted it to be two-toned. I thought if I did it in pen, it would be too busy, like it would just be like too much for your brain to really handle. And I like that you kind of have to look closer to read the lyrics. But they're still pretty visible because the background is light. But yeah, so I wrote a lot of different song lyrics, and then I put the song name on them. And yeah, so that's just that page. Just a lot of encouragement from their lyrics and everything. So that's that page. So yeah, that's my whole journal. I actually really enjoyed making it, even though typically I don't like, art's kind of hard for me, but I really got creative with this, and I kind of was proud of myself, and so, thank you for letting me share.